Now today I'm going to start to create a rustic wall using materials that I've got. I need to start designing the backdrop for the kitchen. Now whether that be shelving or a cabinet, not quite sure yet. I'm going to have a look around to see what I've got in my possession before I go looking for anything else. Got some interesting things I can use, some lovely brackets, maybe a shelf system there, not quite sure yet. But first I need to lay out the wall, get the backbones of it up, and then we'll just take it from there. Now I've found some more scraps, some offcuts of timber, and I'll just simply insert them in here. Now this is smaller dimension, maybe this will work. That's perfect. Now don't forget, this isn't load bearing or anything like that, it's just literally to take the pine cladding and maybe a shelf. But we still want it to be nice and sturdy, so once again just using the offcuts. The next job, we'll just use our crimping tool, crimp these edges. Crimp the bases, level up with your spirit level, crimp the top, nothing simpler. Perfect.
And at the end of the video, I'll show you how to maintain the handsaw.
This is going to be a rustic wall after all. Now sometimes you'll get a crown in the timber, just flip it over if possible. Work with a natural shape. Till you find a better fitting way, that's fine. You can plane it out, but that's just not what I'm after on this particular wall.
It looks like I'm going to need some more offcuts, and I think I know just the place.
These look suitable. It was going to be for a project. But for now, it's for me. These screwed. Going to get the first, maybe 3 or 4 permanently fixed. I can easily unscrew them, they're all sort of screwed on. I need to insulate behind, so I can still do that from 4 down maybe, and then the top ones I'll just tack in place and then they can be easily removed. Put my cable in and all the other stuff I don't want to see, insulate and then zip back up once it's all pre-drilled. Now when it comes to putting a finish on this, it will be lightly sanded down and I'll put a lime wash over that, so the paint will still breathe, timber will still breathe, the wall will still breathe. I'm going to take that one off. I don't want to start planing them down. That might be to my advantage as we move up. and there might be, you know, one end I've got to make up, so we'll unscrew that and just use another one. Encouraging to see lots of bumblebees this time of year. There you go, mate. Checking on my work. Let's get that tacked up. At least it's not a frill-on. Here once again we're using, you know, materials that maybe not best suited, although they can be used. It just takes a little bit longer. Clamps, screws. Better than it not being used actually. I found another piece. They're getting more and more rustic, admittedly. But I can work with it. And this one has been used for shuttering. Well, I found another one. It does need a bit of a clean up. I was going to use these for the raised beds, but hey, I can get that another time. And a big thank you to Diane for purchasing some merchandise from the shop. That really does help put money back into the project, and I can buy stuff like wood and guess what, bags of lime as well. So thank you very much, Diana. It's on its way. And all the purchases made, you know, if you're in America, it's sourced from a company in America. It isn't posted from France. So, you know, there's no air miles like that to consider either. It keeps the cost down. And I will tag the t-shirt link in the description. You should see a little icon there. Just click on that and it'll take you straight through to the website. Welcome to shaunsworld.com. Next we've got, you know, rather an unconventional shape to cut round. So what I like to do in this instant, instead of chopping chunks out of that and maybe getting it wrong, I'm going to show you how I'll get around this problem. First you need some cardboard, then some scissors. Then cut the cardboard to the profile that you're using. And then quite simply measure, mark and cut. Do all your mistakes on here and then simply transfer this mark onto the timber. Simple. So now that we've got our template cut out of cardboard, all the little adjustments have been made by the scissor. Now we just simply transfer that to the length of timber that we need to go in its place. By now we all know how to use one of these, don't we? If not, watch the last video. Once I've cut this, I'll show you how I maintain the handsaw.
Now it's time to show you how to maintain the saw.
First you need somewhere to work on. Then to clean, we're going to use this. Other products are available. Now what most people don't realise is it's the storing of your tools that's important, because if there's any muck on there, any moisture, it will just sit there and go a bit rusty. So I like to just give it a quick clean off. Cleaning all the teeth out. So we'll give that a clean down with some light oil. Again, another light wipe over to evenly distribute the oil. Clean the handle as well. No one likes sticky, messy hands, especially if you're cutting pine. There's a lot of resin in pine. I mean, you can use wax on the blade after, but once you've oiled it, the next important stage is storage. And with these saws, they normally come with a paper sleeve. Now that's important to keep that stored in there. Now this is important for several reasons. Safety, you're protecting those teeth should anyone pick it up, and it's also keeping the dust away from sticking onto the oil or the wax. So there you go, and you just pop it on a hook and it's ready to go till next time.